Coming up, victory! Despite the emergence of the Jet Brigade version 2.0, the Helldivers and SEAF have prevailed over the latest automaton offensive. Playing cowboy seems to be the order of the day. Many troops dream of dual-wielding their favorite secondary weapons, but will High Command ever allow it? And an anonymous Helldiver talks about their struggles with loadouts and how to be more effective on the battlefield in Dear Super Earth. Helldivers, I'm your host Vanguard, and together with my compatriot Helldiver Interloper, this is the Liberty. Major Order Update. Victory over the Jet Brigade version 2.0. The latest automaton offensive has been decisively repelled. The cowardly and unprovoked assault led by the newly upgraded Jet Brigade version 2.0 has failed, all thanks to the swift, surgical, and superbly stylish actions of Helldivers across the galaxy. High Command extends particular commendation to the brave defenders of Curia, the first line of resistance. The enemy launched its heaviest assault here, relying on shock, speed, and an overestimation of their own jet propulsion systems. They were met instead with precision fire, tactical aggression, and the kind of boots-on-the-ground fortitude that only a free people can muster. From there, the tide turned. By the time the automatons reached Borea, the once feared Jet Brigade found themselves reduced to nothing more than malfunctioning metal and flying scrap, scattered in pieces across the ice. Enemy resistance crumbled under the weight of democracy. Let us be clear, this is a victory, but it is far from the end. The Jet Brigade, for all their chrome-plated bluster, are machines. They will be rebuilt. They always are. So long as the automatons hold stolen planets and operate with impunity in our galaxy, the war is far from over. Our cities remain at risk. Our citizens remain in need of protection. But today, we celebrate. We salute the Helldivers who answered the call. We honor their courage and commitment. And we remind the automatons of one universal truth. Jetpacks don't make you brave. Democracy does. Field Innovation Spotlight. Dual-Wielding Democracy, as proposed by Helldiver Hazman 62. On the ever-active boards of SuperEdit, Helldiver Hazman 62 has posed a bold question to the galaxy. Would you like to play Akimbo style? In a post garnering attention from both veterans and new recruits alike, Hazman 62 proposes a daring modification to standard combat loadouts, foregoing the primary weapon slot entirely in favor of a second secondary, effectively allowing Helldivers to go dual-wielding on the battlefield. The proposed Akimbo mode would let certified Helldivers wield two secondaries simultaneously, bringing double the heat and double the recoil. As expected, this tactic would come with several drawbacks. Greater handling difficulty, amplified recoil, strain on ammunition and accuracy, and, of course, a mandatory training course in dual-wielding democratic engagements, because we don't let just anyone carry two guns and call it progress. While the Ministry of Defense has yet to issue a formal comment, the concept has stirred significant debate and imagination within the ranks. Helldiver Heavy Tank 1 replied, "Dual-wielding the ultimatum would be so funny NGL." Funny? Yes. Advisable? Less so. For those unfamiliar, the ultimatum is a single-shot high-explosive sidearm. Attempting to dual-wield it is likely to result in a very short operation, a destroyed extraction pad, and a lot of paperwork for surviving squad mates. While primary weapons remain the backbone of any Helldiver loadout, it's true that some among us enjoy getting creative with their kit. Whether it's wielding stun pistols like drumsticks or carrying nothing but grenades and optimism, innovation often walks hand in hand with insanity. Could Akimbo mode become a reality? Only time, and perhaps a few brave test subjects, will tell. Until then, keep both hands on your democracy, Helldivers. One for liberty, one for justice. And with that, let's head over to Helldiver Interloper's desk for today's Galactic Weather Report. Interloper, how are we looking?
Good morning, Helldivers. Let's take a look at the galactic forecast, because nothing says heroic sacrifice like dodging meteors while being shot at by homicidal toasters. Over on Senge 23, a charming little automaton scrap heap with more rocky crevices than a Terminid's dental records. Expect frequent tremors, ground fissures, and the occasional "oops, I fell into the core" moment. Sidearms may rattle, but don't worry, so will the automatons. Great day for seismic-based sabotage. Just don't bring the mortar sentry unless you really feel like playing Russian roulette with your own kneecaps. Now, over on Curia, it's colder than an Illuminate's handshake. Sub-zero temperatures and meteor storms will have you dodging space rocks like you're in an old-school arcade game. Thermal gear is a must, unless you're into freezing solid mid-liberation like a patriotic popsicle. And remember, meteors don't discriminate. Friend, foe, orbital care package, all fair game. That's your galactic weather. Stay warm, stay armed, and remember, freedom isn't free. It's bought with orbital bombardments.
And now for today's Moment of Valor. Brain damage? Never heard of her. Today's Moment of Valor takes us deep into one of Super Earth's proud megacities, now unfortunately teeming with the foul rot of the Terminid Scourge. In this clip, submitted by Helldiver Dazzle 1400, we witness the kind of unflinching instinct that can only be forged in the fires of boot camp and questionable nutritional supplements. Dazzle is mid-firefight when a bug breach erupts right next to him. As if summoned by a cruel cosmic joke, a Bile Titan begins dragging its grotesque bulk into the city square. Cool as cryo beans, Dazzle enters a stratagem code, ready to bring freedom from above. But before he can act, a spore charger, brimming with confusion and fascism, barrels out of the fog and tackles Dazzle to the ground like it's trying out for a bug ball league. The stratagem ball flies from his grasp. Dazzle, now horizontal and possibly concussed, watches helplessly. And then, a miracle. The stratagem, dislodged and armed by sheer patriotic physics, lands in just the right place, allowing for a 500 kg bomb to be dropped, vaporizing the Bile Titan, the surrounding horde, and whatever bad decisions led to this moment in the first place. Somehow, Dazzle lives. On his back, no stims, no clue, just raw democratic resilience. As Dazzle himself so eloquently put it, brain damage will never stop a Helldiver. And he's right, because many Helldivers never use their brains in the first place. Just instinct, duty, and a complete disregard for structural safety. We here at the SCS salute Helldiver Dazzle 1400 for their toughness, ingenuity, and head-empty commitment to victory. You, sir, are proof that sometimes the best way forward is flat on your back and full of explosions. Think you've got what it takes to be featured in the next Moment of Valor? Join the SCS official Super Discord, now over 4,400 members strong, and submit your most epic, hilarious, or outright unhinged clips in the relevant channel. Because freedom loves originality, and democracy apparently doesn't require a fully intact frontal lobe. Dear Super Earth, Stratagem Struggles. Today we received a question from Helldiver Shaken Not Orbital Struck, not their real name, who writes, Dear Super Earth, how should I balance freely available stratagems with the loadout I'm used to? I often ignore them because I'm so used to my own approach, but maybe this isn't the right way to go about things. Any tips? Dear Shaken. Ah yes, the age-old dilemma. Stick with your tried-and-true loadout, or embrace experimentation and risk it all for the sake of being more combat effective. First, let's be clear. Your loadout is your identity. It's your battle beard, your emotional support turret. But sometimes, clutching your usual setup while ignoring a free orbital Gatling barrage is like refusing a stim because it's not the brand you trained with. Seriously though, Permacura only, Helldivers. Super Earth recommends the following. Number 1. Assess the situation. Is your squad getting overwhelmed? Did your laser cannon just explode in your hands? Again. Then maybe that free stratagem is the democratic miracle you didn't know you needed. Number 2. Think of your squad mates. Sharing is caring. And also the law. A well-timed resupply or turret can be the difference between glorious victory and being eaten by a moderately large bug in front of your commanding officer. And number 3, try something new, even if it explodes instantly. Especially if it explodes instantly. You might just discover a new favorite way to accidentally obliterate your entire squad. And isn't that what freedom's all about? In short, use what's available. War is chaos, and flexibility is one of a Helldiver's greatest assets. Along with knees capable of withstanding triple gravity. You're not abandoning your identity, you're expanding it. With airstrikes. Yours in explosive affection, Super Earth. Now offering limited counseling for stratagem-induced guilt. Troops, thanks for tuning in. The Liberty is out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so we'll see you again at the end of the week. Check out Indie Salute and Future Salute, and make sure you join our Super Discord today. Until next time, Helldivers, for Super Earth and democracy.